Now, at 11 months postpartum, I'm really thinking, kailan kaya ako mag-stop? Kailan kaya ako mag-stop? Sinasabi ko kay JC, ay mag-stop na siguro ako, oy, kapuya na, oy. Pero nature of breast milk, it's really hard work. It's not a miracle. Good morning, guys! We're finally done with our morning pump, and I have a lot of videos to create today. So let's do a quick pump and pour. I just got back from Soul Space, so we have a very busy morning. I had deliveries for the air conditions, and then clearing up all the construction mess, like yung mga debris. So here is from our left side. And let's see our right side. So I got a question pala last time. I can't remember where it was commented. I wanted to reply to it. And then the question was I always an oversupplier na? I already answered this before, pero I'm just gonna re-answer it again. So the answer is, guys, I wasn't an oversupplier agad, but first, let's define what is an oversupplier. What is an oversupplier ba? How do you identify yourself if you're an oversupplier, you're enougher, or undersupplier? So from the word over means you are producing more than what is required. So for example, your baby drinks about 24 ounces per day, but you produce around 30 ounces per day. So you have 6 ounces extra every day. That makes you an oversupplier kasi may over na pinoproduce mo daily than what is required by your baby. So meron kang oversupply. So that's how you define an oversupply. So enougher, what is an enougher? Enougher means you are producing just enough for your baby, so you're not producing over, but you're still not producing under your baby's needs. So lastly, what is an undersupplier? Undersupplier means you are not producing enough for your baby's demands for breast milk. So I think if you're an undersupplier, you supplement with formula or you get donated breast milk from other mommies who are donating while you try to up your supply. So to answer the question, was I always an oversupplier? No, I think not. Kasi during the first month of my postpartum journey, I was just direct latching my baby. And then, after 4 weeks, so technically guys, I was just doing the Haka trick. So every time, I wasn't pumping pa electrically, so I was just doing the Haka. And then what I would do is every time my baby would latch from my right side, I would Haka my left side, and then for the next feeding, vice versa. So I wasn't feeding my baby two sides. I don't know. Ayoko. Personally, I don't like switching him around kasi usually what my baby does when he's latching from me is he will fall asleep. So if ilipat ko siya sa other side, magigising siya and then magdodo na naman siya. So super tagal, as in sobrang tagal namin matapos. And my baby is an extreme cluster feeder. So, kung is lipat-lipat ko pa siya, guys, baka nabaliw na siguro ako. So, yun lang. So, and then, after 4 weeks, guys, nung nag-electric pump na ako, what I would do is, I was still direct latching my baby, pero after direct latching, like 15 minutes after every direct latch, I would pump. So, I would pump for 30 minutes every after pump. Pero guys, actually no, nung nag-start ako nag-pump, na-overwhelm talaga ako kasi yung tinuro sa akin is dapat daw every after latch mag-pump. So that would mean like you should pump every 3 hours round the clock. Pero since my baby was an extreme cluster feeder, like as in guys, like one session dati, abot kami ng 2 hours, 3 hours, dun lang siya sa boob ko. So paano pa ako mag-pump, diba? Basta that was a journey. Yon. And then, so I would say since I was pumping, and then my baby was an extreme cluster feeder, I would think na ang cluster feeder, guys, meaning, para mo siyang minimimic as power pumping. Kasi, di ba? Suction, stop. Suction, stop. So, grabe talaga yung stimulation ng milk production ko, guys. Nung start ng postpartum journey ko. That's why I think hanggang ngayon, madami pa rin akong milk. Well, that's my thinking. So, dahil sa paghihirap ko nung freshly postpartum ako, I'm reaping the benefits of my farm. Charot. My farm. So, yun, share ko lang, guys. So, to answer the question, no, I wasn't an oversupplier from birth, like, blessed agad, madami agad akong milk. No, that's not true. It's really hard work. Kailangan talaga mahirapan ka muna sa start. Apparently, that's the science and nature of breast milk. It's really hard work. It's not a miracle. So, yun. Share ko lang kasi I can't find the comment anymore, but that's my story. So, guys, sinasabi nyo, oh, you're so blessed, you're so blessed. Thank you, guys. It's really a product of my suffering. Kasi, no pain, no gain. Every aspect in your life, that's really a motto to live by. No pain, no gain. Kasi, pinaghirapan ko din talaga, guys. Hindi talaga siya, like, natural. Grabe din ang paghihirap ko dati. If guys, nahihirapan kayo ngayon, like start pa lang, parang nawawalan na kayo ng pag-asa, alam nyo guys, wala talaga akong plano mag-breastfeed. Honestly, wala akong idea kasi first time mom ako, 'di ba? I don't know the world of breastfeeding. Buti na lang may nag-help sa akin si Ate Ann. So, siya lahat nagturo sa akin. Kasi guys, like grabe, super sakit kasi may tongue tie pa yung baby ko. So, times 10 siguro ang pain from direct latch. As in, para akong sinaslice ng blade every time nagla-latch siya sa akin. Pero tiniis ko talaga kasi sabi ni Ate Ann, okay lang yan, Jo, kasi masanay ka lang. Like, mag-crack, mag-bleed, mag-blisters. Grabe talaga, guys. As in, ang paghihirap. So, to all us breastfeeding moms, you really won't know the pain of breastfeeding until you go through it. But in the end, guys, it's really all worth it. I know, it sounds so cliche. Kasi when you're in pain, it's like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. It's really hard to see the light when you're deep in the hole. Pero, go lang ng go, guys. Kaya nyo yan. Kung kinaya ko na sobrang arte ko, as in, like, I did it. And I'm doing it for almost a year now, o diba? Ang goal ko lang, guys, 1 month. Kasi ang goal ko lang dati, colostrum lang. Pwede na siguro colostrum. Pero, masanay ka lang din talaga sa routine. It's all about having a routine and sticking to your routine. But, no judgment, guys, if you stop. Kasi, it's really not easy. It's not as easy as it seems. Like, it's really hard. Super hard. Kaya, if you will stop, and it will be better for your overall health, if it will make you a better mom to stop breastfeeding, then I will really support you kasi, honestly, even now, at 11 months postpartum, I'm really thinking, kailan kaya ako mag-stop? Sinasabi ko kay JC, ay, mag-stop na siguro ako, oy, kapuya na, oy. Pero, sabi ko, madami pa rin ako milk, sayang man. Tapos, dami-dami kong pump. Tapos, yun, I don't know. When do I stop? Tell me, guys, when should I stop?